One exercise that I've grown more and more fond of over the last few months is this high plank where we're able to strengthen and really engage those hip flexor muscles. Hip flexors are super important. I think we overly stretch the hip flexors, need to really work on strengthening these, but they're super important from a running standpoint. As we get into hip extension, those hip flexor muscles engage eccentrically to then initiate that flexion motion of the hip to prepare the foot for the initial contact there. So we want enough strength and resilience in those tissues since we do require them a whole lot from a running standpoint. For this exercise, we have valve slides here. You can use carpet sliders. If I had using my socks, I could be on a tile floor or a hardwood floor. You could also use paper plates potentially since those often work. So for this exercise, I'm actually going to put the band right around the feet. So right around the feet there on the arches. I'm going to kind of stretch the band lightly so it stays in position. This is just a simple high plank position. So think of the top of a push-up. As I'm in the top of a push-up, what I'm going to do here, push away from the ground with the shoulders, engage my abs, make sure I'm in a nice level position from shoulders all the way to ankles, and then I'm going to pull against the resistance of the band, engage my hip flexor, and then relax that back. Engage from the hip flexor, and then back. My body never changes its position. I'm just trying to bring my knee up towards the elbow. As I do that, I'm using my hip flexor muscles, rectus femoris, psoas, iliacus, key muscles in the front of the hip. So what I'm doing is I'm training shoulder stability, core stability, and then also strengthening my hip flexors. So great exercise for you runners out there. Those of you that feel tightness in the hips, maybe a history of lower back pain, this could be a good exercise that ties multiple areas together in one exercise for you to see some really good results from. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. Thank you.